in there.
Ask you some questions. Myself.
Anytime.
You might want to repeat the question just to clarify. If Steve stops you, it's no big deal. We're just trying to get the right thing on tape.
Perfect.
Okay?
Just need complete statements like don't use they and them and it. Say WPI or school of this and school of that.
Ready?
Perfect.
Can you tell me your name, your major, and where you're from?
My name is Joaquin Serrano. I am an industrial engineering major, and I am from Quito, Ecuador.
Ecuador. Talk to me about industrial engineering. What brought you there? What excites you about it?
I really wanted to pursue an engineering degree. I was looking for the mindset that the engineers have. You're a problem solver, and I think that's a great skill to have in life. However, I did not want to be sitting in a computer for my job. I wanted to be a lot more active and interacting with people. And industrial engineering to me was that perfect marriage where you get the engineering background, but at the same time you also get to work with people. And you look at processes holistically and try to solve them and improve them and make them better.
What did you do your projects on? You talk about your IQP or your NQP or both?
So I did my interactive project in London this past year. A year ago I was in Europe now, finished my project. And that one was, I was working for the London Borough of Brent, sorry.
Hang on one second.
I was working for the...
Hang on one second.
Oh yeah, sure, I'll always do that. Get a chance to try it again. I was working for, and go, anytime.
I was working for the London Borough of Brent, where the Wembley Stadium is. And we were looking, the government is looking to renovate all the area around the Wembley Stadium because it's very industrialized. And in order to do that, in London they actually create a public consultation document asking for the people's input on what they want to see with new constructions. So they were just about to release the public consultation document, and that's where we came in. They were looking at energy from waste, renewable energy, specifically energy from waste. And our project was to figure out if energy from waste was feasible for that development.
How did it work out?
So I was working with 2 mechanical engineers and an aerospace engineer. And for those 7 weeks, we researched about everything there is to know about energy from waste. What are the best technologies available? How have they been implemented, and what constraints do they have? And we had over 25 interviews with people from the government, the different industries, the waste industry, the energy industry, people from the Wembley Stadium. We even got a free tour after the interview, which was pretty fun. And also to the people that would be affected by the development. And from all that information and the research that we did on the different technologies, we were able to recommend 2 specific technologies that we believe were applicable for the Wembley area. And as a result of our recommendation, the government actually changed the planning policy document to have a greater emphasis on energy from waste.
What else are you involved in on campus with? What activities do you enjoy? Clubs you're members of?
I've been I'm a brother of Phi Kappa Theta, so that is one of my major involvements. I'm also I was very involved with the Institute of Industrial Engineers, which is the professional society for my major. And so that is a club. I was the vice president this past year, and I've been in the executive board for a couple of years. And we really work very closely with the School of Business to build that community within the School of Business, and also help the students in industrial engineering get to know the professors. We're kind of the governing body, if you would like to see it. We're the bridge between the students and the professors, and we help bring a lot of development to the students, both personally and professionally, in the industrial engineering field.
What brought you to WPI? Why from Ecuador all the way up here to Worcester, Mass? And tell us about that journey.
So to be completely honest, I had to look up where Massachusetts was on a map when I got my acceptance letter. And the reason I applied was because my college counselor knew WPI, knew the counselor from WPI, and she recommended it to me. She believed it was a great fit for me. Again, I got the acceptance letter and I started really looking into it. Just then, since it's part of the Common App, I just checked WPI in the box and everything was sent here. But the more I looked into it, the more I started liking it. It had the degree that I was looking for in industrial engineering. I really also liked that the industrial engineering was within the School of Business, which again, going back to what I wanted, I didn't want to be an engineer that was sitting in a computer designing things all day. I wanted to be interacting with people, and that was a great appeal for me. And then the more I looked into it, the more I liked it. And what it really came down to was the sense of community that I felt. I wasn't able to visit campus. The first time I came to campus was for my freshman orientation. So I had a lot of questions, as you might imagine, and I was calling the universities that I was accepted, asking those questions. And it didn't matter what office I was talking to, the registrars, admissions, bursar's office, people at WPI were just friendly and really wanted to help. And I could feel that all the way from Ecuador just by having those phone conversations. Very, very different from the other universities where when I was calling them, it was as if, I mean, they were counting the minutes to get off the phone with me. And if I was going to travel thousands of miles away from home, I wanted to be in a place that would help me get through those experiences. And yeah.
Is there anything you're going to miss at WPI once you leave? Once you graduate?
Again, that sense of community. I've really been able to exploit that. I've really exploited all the opportunities.
Could you give us something up the front end about like what I'm really going to miss about WPI is?
Okay. What I'm really going to miss about WPI is the people. I've made so many friends in here with the faculty, staff, and students across all majors that those are the people is really what I'm going to miss.
What are your plans? Where are you headed?
I'll be starting work this summer with Avery Dennison. I got into their leadership rotational program, and I'm still trying to finalize where the first rotation is going to be, but I'll be working for them starting this summer.
Is that in this country or would it be international?
There are positions where you get to travel international. The one I'm looking at, I'm hoping to get into that platform team that would get international travel about 50% of your time. They have plants all over the world, Asia, Europe, South America, and Central America, and within the States as well. So you would get to go to those as well.
Anything else in your final parting words here that you want to tell the people that are watching this about the WPI experience?
Just give me a little bit more of what the kind of the audience of this would
You're
be.
at the tail end. Think about when you started, and think about what you know now. What are you going to tell these freshmen coming in about this whole thing here?
Absolutely. So I guess with those reflections, the things that come to mind is about the WPI experience. If someone had told me before I started my freshman year to make a wish list of everything that without any limits, anything and everything that I would wish to accomplish during my 4 years at WPI, and I've been as creative and as outlandish as possible, I don't think I would have ever been close to everything I have achieved here.
Above and beyond, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well
Good.
done.
Thank you.
Good.